Welcome to Coaches Corner. I am here with the head band director here at Piedmont High School, James Rivera, to ask him a few questions about the upcoming year, as well as previous years. Mr. Rivera, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to lob a softball to you here. What is your favorite thing about being the band director here at Piedmont High School?
First and foremost, I love the vertical alignment we have. I'm able to teach beginning band starting in 6th grade and see those kids progress all the way through their senior year. It's one of the most rewarding things is seeing that growth, seeing the kids really stick it out, and you know, when they were just itty bitty 12-year-olds and then all the way through to their almost adult 17, 18-year-olds. The transformation is remarkable, and I really love that aspect of the program.
Sure, it definitely helps with continuity through the years. So your band program is continuing to grow.
It is.
It seems to be growing every single year. So what are some of the things that your staff has done, and what have you been able to do, to keep up with that?
Well, we make a really conscious effort to recruit. Starting in the 5th grade, we have a wonderful opportunity where 5th and 6th grade are in the same building. So we start in 6th grade, so we're able to be in front and visible to the 5th graders throughout the whole year. We talk to them during lunch. We give them opportunities for them to kind of test out instruments and get them really excited. So that's where it all begins. If we can get a really big 6th grade class, then and keep them throughout the next 7 years, then that's how the program continues to grow.
Sure. Piedmont has always been known for having a great band. It seems like every single year you guys are competing year in and year out with the best, competing for championships, competing every single year against even, bigger talent like 6A and so on and so forth. So what is it that the student athletes and your staff and yourself have been able to do to keep the band program so competitive year in and year out and consistent?
Right. I think it comes from that tradition that we get to live up to and uphold that has been around for so long. The students want to achieve, and that's what it comes down to. They want to be great, and with staff guidance pushing them a little bit further each day, it makes the program grow in that sense. They love the competition, and it's something that we're really looking forward to getting back to this year. But overall, I think it comes from them. Like, we lead them the way we want to, and we get them to achieve greatness, but ultimately they plant their own seed. They want to do this, and they see that it's been great in the past, and they want to be a part of something that is great.
Yeah. So you mentioned getting back to competition. So what are some of the things you're doing this year? Obviously, we're kind of transitioning into in what it used to be like somewhat, before pre-COVID. What are some of the transitions that you've made this year going into this season, getting ready for competitions again? And, just the other day I was walking through the high school. I seen you with some of the band members in the gym getting ready. It seems like you guys are gearing up, ready to go. So what are maybe some of the challenges that you've had to work through kind of getting back to normal?
Well, I mean, we've always, the challenge right now is when someone has to be out. It's always difficult to work when you don't have your full team with you. That's been a challenge for sure. But other than that, we're being able to have what we call our band camp, a full 2 weeks of basically all day rehearsal to get a really good jump start, is something we missed out on a lot last year. And being able to do that this year, we have a really good portion of the show already learned. By the end of this week, we'll have the entire first segment of our show underneath their feet and marching and playing. So that alone is going to prepare us in a huge way as we get started with school. But that's about it.
So what are you most excited about for this year? Is there anything in particular you're excited about? Any particular competition that you're going to be going to this year?
Well, I mean, competing in general. We're
Yeah.
just really excited to get back out there. Most sports we're still able to compete, but almost all of our competitive circuits were canceled last year. So getting in front of a big crowd, that's what we do it for. We like to play for other people and not just
Sure.
ourselves. That's going to be real joy. Really looking forward to state contest. I think we have a really good chance of taking home the championship this year. And all of our competitions are local, which is just a wonderful logistical gift. We get to go to Yukon, Mustang, Deer Creek, and more. Is really the furthest we have to go this year. So that makes things a little bit easier in terms of getting a lot of competitions in and not having to travel really far distances.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I know your time is very valuable, so we certainly appreciate it, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you out there on the football field and during halftime, and hopefully we can meet up with you again later on in the season and talk about some of your competitions, and hopefully, like you said, we're talking about states, so we'll talk to you then.
Absolutely. Thank you.
This has been Coach's Corner with the head band director here at Piedmont High School, James Rivera.